Yes, my dear friends, let us start accounting standard 19 leases. Accounting for basically leases is the name, accounting for leases. See, this is a big standard basically. Big standard in the and we will be taking at least 4 hours up. That's what I'm thinking. I think mostly it will take 4.5 hours in general. We'll be solving some questions, so it will take good amount of time. A very good standard, right? If you want to understand the standard, first you must have completed time value of money. You should have the basics of time value of money, present value calculation. You must be knowing little bit about IRR, right? If you know all those things, then only you will be able to do this one. Okay, if you do not know that, first you need to learn those concepts, that is time value of money. Okay, right? Afterwards you look at this, that's all, that is sufficient. You will be able to understand it. Okay, right? So this is a big standard, as I already told you. Chalo, let us look at what do we learn here. What do we learn? How to accounting for leases. That's it. Accounting standard leases. Yeah, accounting standard that is 19, that is for leases. E standard, first E standard is not applicable for lands, only land. Okay, first scope, if you look at scope of the standard, only land. That means only land lease. If you give it to, you have some land, you give it to somebody on lease, then it is not applicable. It is not applicable. Okay, for the following items it is not applicable. Okay, second point what I would like to say, what is that? This is cinema recordings, plays. Okay, cinema, short, whatever, films, correct na? Films. Okay, plays. Are these things also na? Yeah, lease of cinema or any such kind of things, it is not applicable. If it is not applicable, then what is applicable, sir? What is applicable means these items will be treated as an intangible asset. Treated as intangible asset. So that's why one should refer accounting standard 26 for this. It will be dealt by accounting standard 26. Next, third. Next, lease of exploration. Leasing exploration. Exploration rights. Yeah, exploration rights of what? Minerals, correct na? Minerals, oils, all those items na? Right. Exploration rights, that is minerals, oils and all, that is also no, E standard is not applicable. That means there, first of all, there is no accounting standard how to account for this. Basic rules of accounting will follow. That is that's it. There is no specific accounting standard on this area for the time being. Okay, on these items my accounting standard 19. Okay, there is no, then these items, accounting for these items, accounting standard 19 is not applicable. Okay, that is first. Right, leases, first word. Generally when anybody look at leases, generally in Bangalore, Karnataka and some areas, obviously this is not only Karnataka, everywhere generally lease means they will feel lease means generally like say, I'll give my building on lease. Okay, you will give building on lease, other party will pay me lump sum money, suppose say 1 crore rupees example. Okay, lease is for 3 years. After 3 years he will hand over me the house or whatever the property I gave, and I will give 1 crore rupees back to him. This is what basically lease meaning in general terminology, not as per the standard. Lease also is part and parcel of my syllabus, my subject, that is a standard 19. Not only lease alone, even rental, rents also, rent also is part and parcel of my accounting standard 19. Lease also is covered here, rent also is covered here. Lease is covered, rent is covered. Okay, both are covered by my standard. That first you remember. Lease means not only that lease, it includes everything. Okay, done, very good. Now the next point, what I say, the next point, what is a lease? Definition. Let us look at the lease definition. Yeah, definition. What a lease? Lease is an agreement, it says first. Lease is an agreement. Okay. Yeah, when I say agreement, there will be minimum two parties. Correct. What are the two parties? The whoever is giving the asset on lease, na, his name is called lessor. Who is taking it on lease, na, his name is called lessee. Okay, lessor, lessee. Sorry. What is this agreement? Yeah, e agreement prakara. This is an agreement which gives. Okay, what it will give, sir? E agreement gives right to use asset. We are not transfer of, correct na, not ownership. Okay, we are not transferring the ownership, na. We are transferring right to use this asset. It is giving right to use the asset to whom? To lessee. Yeah, it is going to give right to use asset to the lessee. Okay, lessee ko you are giving, correct? Is it for free? No. E agreement mein what will it will be for a specific period. What do you mean by specific period? They will tell very clearly. Example 3 years, 4 years, something like that. They will mention very clearly. So do not worry about it. Specific period, and not only specific period, and it is for some certain amount. Certain amount. Correct na? Why do you give? See, I am giving my car to you on lease. You will use the car free of cost. Will charge for that na something. Correct. So for certain amount. This certain amount na, it may be a single amount, a single payment. Just now I told you na 1 crore rupees I will give, 1 crore rupees you will give me back, something like that. Or it is in, correct na, frequent. What is that? What is single payment or multiple payments. Okay, it may be, you may be giving it. Okay, you may be giving it first, okay, for certain amount, for certain period. A certain amount could be either single amount or it could be multiple amounts. Okay, first, what is this? Lease is an agreement. What is it? Lease is a agreement. Okay, agreement between lessor and lessee. Lessor, who is lessor? Lessor is the basic owner. Okay, he is the one who has got the asset. Okay, e agreement mein what will be written, sir? What will be written? Lessee is going to get the right to use the asset. What lessee is going to get? Right to use the asset. Okay, for a specific period and for the amount. That is what the small definition given. Fine. Correct? Right. So, the specific period, what do we call? The specific period we call lease period we call. That's it. The specific period which is mentioned there, na, that is called lease period we call. Okay. What is lease period? Yeah, you have to learn each and every word. Okay. First to 40, we will start the sum little later. Okay. But first half an hour or 45 minutes explanation is very crucial. If you don't understand, then this entire standard will be question mark. That's it. Okay, so try to listen every word perfectly and copy it perfectly. Yes, you can copy this. Pause the video and you can copy, please. Yeah. Now let us look at one by one. Sorry. Sir, is standard first. Is standard is applicable to all leases. First, is it applicable to all leases? First to what you say, AS 19 is applicable. Is applicable for what, sir? It is applicable for what? Applicable for only non-cancelable leases. This is an important point. Generally many students do not know this. It is applicable for non-cancelable leases. Okay. Right, non-cancelable. What do you mean by non-cancelable? Non-cancelable means lessor, both parties, lessor, lessee, both of them cannot cancel during the period. Okay, both the parties. I will write. You also copy. Start writing along with me. Better option. Both parties. What? Both parties. Both parties cannot cancel. During the period, during lease period. Yeah, during the lease period, both the parties, suppose if you say both parties cannot cancel, I'll mention in the agreement. अरे ये car you take, or ये building you take, ये machine you take. Okay, right. So in that case what we will say, 5 years is the agreement and the 5 years I will say. That means in 5 years time, lessee cannot cancel the agreement and go out, lessor cannot cancel and ask the lessee to go out. Nobody will cancel. Then my standard is applicable. Then only you should enter into accounting standard 19. Suppose if it is cancelable, okay, if it is cancelable, sorry, accounting standard 19 में कुछ discussion नहीं है for you. Okay, how do I know cancelable, non-cancelable? If you see the agreement terms, there must be some pages, na? You look at the terms and conditions to the agreement, then you will be able to get correct. Na, is it a cancelable agreement or non-cancelable agreement? And the idea you will get, no doubt. Okay, right. So if it is cancelable, that means if cancelable, again I am just emphasizing, if cancelable, with or without prior notice, with or without prior notice, without prior notice. Yeah, some agreements if you read, na, it will be like this. How it will be? You should inform me 1 month before and then you can cancel it. Atarad it will be written. But that is, you can cancel, na. Suppose 5 years lease I am giving. If lessee wants to go out, then its agreement says what? You should inform me 2 months before, 3 months before, something like that. But that means what? You can cancel, na. Then for that such kind of agreements, the accounting standard 19 should not be followed. Okay, na? Okay, if cancelable with or without prior, notice, then accounting standard 19 is not applicable. Then how to account it? Very simple. For those cancelable general principles of accounting I say. And the answer, general principles of accounting, we will say this. Right, general principles of accounting. Okay, right, general principles of accounting we are saying. And the end, what is it? Nothing. Suppose it is on like accrual basis. That's all. Accrual basis means I am a lessee. Okay, in the books of lessee. I took some building which is cancelable agreement. Rent per month is equal to say 1 lakh rupees. What do you do? At the end of when it accrues, at the month end it will accrue. Okay, at every month end we will record one journal entry. Every month end or year end, whenever it accrues, every month end we will record rent expense account debit. To payable. That's all. That's it. Whenever you pay, payable account debit to cash. And in the same fashion, lessor also will record. At every month end, same. At every month end, okay, receivable account debit or lessee account debit to rental income. That's it. Receivable account debit to rental income. This is how we are going to record it. That's it. Hope you understand. So every month end they will be recording if it is cancelable agreement. This is general principle. This is not said by accounting standard 19. What is said by, if it is non-cancelable, then I said correct na. Okay, first non-cancelable and then I said you should follow accounting standard 19. Done. Sorry. See, but there is one small exception to this rule. There is an exception. Exception and the answer. Right. Listen carefully. Very carefully. If you see the agreement, it is written one line. What is it written line? The agreement can be cancelled. Okay, so and so agreement can be cancelled. When it can be cancelled? On occurrence of some remote situation, remote event. And suppose if there is an earthquake, and due to earthquake, if the building is building is demolished or damaged or something, under that circumstance, lessee can cancel the agreement, and it's written in the paper document mein written. What is written? If building I gave it to you on lease, I will be writing one line in the agreement. In this 5 years period, you cannot cancel in general. but on account of earthquake you can cancel. If there is an earthquake and that too our building is damaged, then you can cancel the agreement. That is what the sentence written. Now first tell me, is it cancelable or non-cancelable? You got my point? Correctly speaking, what? Cancelable. Why it is cancelable? Under what circumstance it is cancelable? On occurrence of remote situation. Remote means what? Rare circumstance. A daily earthquake will come, is it? No, no. So it's a rare circumstance. When it is rare circumstance, correctly speaking, the cancelable agreement as per the wordings. But where is that situation will happen, Amma? Correct. No? Nobody can expect, okay, earthquake may come, earthquake may happen, but even if it happens, that should happen here and my building should be demolished or destroyed. No? Where is the chance of it? That is very rare and remote chance. Alva? Correct. That's why even though it is written as cancelable, we'll treat it as non-cancelable and we'll make accounting standard 19 applicable for such lease. Hope you understand. Right. Exception meaning even though, correct na, even though it is cancelable, yeah, it will be treated treated as what, sir? It will be treated as non-cancelable, right? Non-cancelable and follow accounting standard 19 ko follow ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೀವು. Okay, even though it is cancelable agreement, okay, even though strictly speaking it is a cancelable agreement, it will be treated as non-cancelable and you should follow. Under what circumstance? Right. So I will write under the following circumstance. I will write here better. Under the following circumstance. There are 4 following circumstances. Under the following circumstances, okay, even though it is cancelable, it will be treated as non-cancelable. Okay. Situation, first circumstance. Okay. Right. If you say cancelable on occurrence of remote event, remote circumstance, okay, like earthquake, something like that. Okay, if you say it is cancelable only, it is cancelable when? Not every time, only when an earthquake comes, or such kind of rare circumstance, a flood comes or something like that, tsunami comes, or such, what is that? On occurrence of remote circumstance, if you say it is cancelable, then even though it is cancelable, we will treat it as non-cancelable and we will ask you to follow accounting standard. We will ask you to follow accounting standard 19 strictly. That's it. Okay, second one. Situation number 2, what? With the permission of lessor. With the permission of lessor. Yeah, with the permission of lessor. With the permission of lessor, no. Why lessee does, that means lessee does not have right to cancel, no? Why lessor will cancel the agreement? So easily, lessor will not ask to cancel because a good tenant is there. Things are going good. It's impossible generally. Lessor has the right to cancel, but lessor with the permission of the lessor. Okay, with the permission of the lessor means mutual understanding. Both should agree. Okay, correct. So under this circumstance is really not possible. You may feel that it is possible. Practically, if you start thinking, not possible. Practically start thinking, it is actually not possible. So anyhow, with the permission of the lessor. Okay, see, today you entered into 5 years agreement, Amma. One basic example you take. You don't think like, what is that? Sir, I am one bachelor, sir, I am staying in one room, sir. Correct, na? With the permission of lessor. Don't think for one bachelor or one family or something like that. Think for a company. You have got a big, what is that? One big asset, one big building, we are giving it to company. Correct, na? Right. If you are giving it to a big company, what will happen? They will come, suppose, those employees will come. What will happen to your building now? First, they will be doing full interior work. They will be correct. They will be making so many things, like they will be breaking some wall, correct, for their needs. They want to make some meeting room, correct. They want to have cubicles here and there. Yes, so that this they will be making so many changes. Now after, suppose actually agreed upon is what, 5 years. Now 5 years or 10 years, so we already spoke. Now if you say, now this lessee is coming and sir, I want to leave after 1 year. Do you allow? Suppose you are the building owner. Suppose you allowed. Okay, this guy will go. Next company will come to your premises. What will they do? Again they will start putting holes to your, correct, your building walls and etc. And then your building strength and life is going to come down. No. So generally under rare circumstance, correct, what is that? Lessor will permit. Simple thing. One more thing. Alright. In the area, listen, with the permission of the lessor, it does not mean that lessor has right to throw you out. Sorry, if you have understood like that is wrong. I am repeating. Lessee should come on his own. Sir, I want to go. Then lessor should accept. That is the situation. But lessor does not have right to throw the lessee out in between. He does not have the right. Okay, right. So lessor cannot come and ask. Suppose, simple point. Suppose rents in the area is coming down. I already entered into this with this man, 1 lakh rupees per annum. Now, okay, whatever, due to some situation, people are actually giving the rent for 80,000 rupees ko de raha hai. That's why lessee will come and ask. What he will say, sir, I want to move on to the next building, sir. 80,000 rupees only they are charging. Okay, correct, appa. Right. But if you allow him to go, now what will happen? You have to search. I have to search for one more tenant. If I search for one more tenant, that tenant also will come and ask what, 80,000 rupees only. Correct, so under that circumstance, why will I allow? No, I don't allow. Lessor will say no. Okay. If the rents are high in the outside, then lessee only will not come first. Correct, When suppose if you leave this premises, if you go to next building, they are telling 1,20,000 you pay. Then will lessee come and ask you? No, he will not come. So my dear, practically it is very difficult situation wherein lessor allows the lessee to leave. Okay, right? We'll think it is possible, but practically not possible. Okay, hope you got something. Sorry, Nana. Third situation. What is the third situation? By paying hues, suppose it is cancelable. Yes, it is cancelable by paying huge penalty, huge money. Okay, huge amount. Yeah, huge amount. Let us say I will tell you, it is a 5 years of agreement. Okay, 5 years of agreement. Okay, per annum how much? Per annum rent is equal to 12 lakh rupees. Per month 1 lakh rupee per annum. Okay, agreement mein what they will tell? Lessee can cancel the agreement any day, and it will tell. Oh, very good, yeah. That means cancelable agreement. It looks like cancelable agreement. But in agreement mein they will keep one line. If lessee wants to leave my premises, leave any day. But yeah, you pay only 30 lakh rupees as penalty and go. Okay, you understood? So we are saying what? 30 lakh rupees penalty lessee should pay to lessor, and he should leave the premises. Why will he leave? 30 lakh rupees is a small money. Some 20,000 or 30,000 you pay painting cost, and somebody will leave. 1 month rent you pay, say, means also people will leave. 30 lakh rupees somebody will pay and leave. Is it possible? Nobody will do. But agreement says it is cancelable, but still it is treated as non-cancelable. Okay, right. Fourth. Okay, next point is what? Under 4 law circumstance mein, it is cancelable by entering into. Okay, by entering into what, sir? By entering into what do I say? 1 second. Yeah, by entering into a new agreement. By entering into new agreement, okay, for the same asset or similar asset. Try to understand this. Okay, situations. If you take examples only, if you listen to the example, then it is possible. It's easy to catch. Otherwise it's going to be tough standard, without doubt tough standard. In your IPCC syllabus, that is CA inter syllabus, the toughest standard of all, no, this is the only standard. That's why generally I teach this at the end. Okay, yeah, teaching at the end, you have two reasons. One is difficult, second one is you need time, financial management basic knowledge is required. That is time value of money, basic knowledge is required. Got my point? Right. Chalo, anyhow, that's a different case. By entering into a new agreement, I told you. Suppose suppose you took a car from me, you are a lessee, non lessor. Okay, I am a lessor, you are lessee. Okay, it's a car. Agreed. Okay, we said what, 5 years agreement anta, you said. Agreed. Okay, now when I'm giving the car to you, I told you what I told. A car is very good condition, yeah, it will give you good amount, good mileage it will give, and less amount of what is that, maintenance charges, something. See, obviously it's my asset, na, I will tell more about it. Okay, na, right, something, I gave the car to you. Okay, car number something XXX something is given, done. Now within 2 months only you came back with the car. Now you are asking me, sir, you are telling good mileage, good adu idu, so much big list only you told full Ramayana here. Correct, na? But this car, no sir, my illi mileage, sir, 7 kilometers also it is not giving. Okay, right. If I take it to them, what is the service center, they are charging huge money. Upon him car beda anta, I don't want your car. Now you are telling. Correct, because initially when you are giving car, there may be some trouble with the car, I agree. Otherwise you would have not come to me. So now what I say, don't worry, nim problem a car to problem, e car is the problem, na. Okay, I will exchange the car. I will exchange the car means I will take back your car. I will give a good car now, brand new car I will give you now, don't worry. Maybe for the same amount, or maybe some small change in the amount, something can happen. But see, car placement, another car is replaced for same asset or similar asset. Same asset also, same asset only, maybe small time or terms and conditions I will change. Earlier I was charging, say 1 lakh is equal to 30,000 rupees rentals or something like that. Example. Okay, now I am reducing, okay, because car is not good, 25,000 I am accepting, I am changing the agreement. But even if you change an agreement, now is it cancelled? No, agreement of the car lease is continued. Agreement for the car lease is continued, maybe with slight changes. But listen, same or similar asset, car placement lari nahi lena. Okay, na? Right. Okay. So car only you should give. Under that circumstance, if the agreement says today, if there is any problem, we will exchange the new car. And that means for that purpose, we will be cancelling the old agreement. For that purpose, we will be cancelling the old agreement, and you will be what did I say? You will be cancelling the old agreement and you will be entering into new agreement. So even though you are cancelling the old agreement, that is not treated as a cancellation or cancelable agreement for my accounting standard 19. Even for this agreement also is accounted for under accounting standard 19 only. Hope you understood something. See, under the 4 circumstances, correctly speaking, as per the wordings, lease is cancelable, but still it will be treated as non-cancelable because under only these 4 circumstances, right? And if it is non-cancelable, accounting standard 19 is applicable. Okay, if it is cancelable lease, then it is not going to be, we are not going to follow this. Okay, na? Right. Next, one more small point. What is lease period, sir? What is lease period, sir? Lease period anta ಏನು? What is there, sir? Lease period anta? Correct na? Lease nalli, suppose lease nalli e words are there. 5 years lease anta. Plus what they said na? Plus renewable period also they did. Renewable 3 years. Renewable period 3 years more, you can renew it. At the end of the 5th year, you have to enter into agreement, or you can renew it. One more time you sign, and they will give very clearly what they will give. 6th year, 7th year, 8th year, how much rent you should pay. Adu also they might have mentioned it. Okay. So now the question is, lease period is 5 or lease period is 8? You understand my point? Is it important? Very much important. Very much important. I will say somewhere you have to amortize SLM method, you should follow something, I will tell in the future now. Okay, right. So that time you will amortize it or you will follow SLM method for 5 years or 8 years. If you are not clear on this, then you will face problem with it. Okay, right. So renewable period, will I take it or not? You can take it subject to conditions. We can add renewable period. We can add renewable period only when first two conditions are only when two conditions are satisfied. What are the two conditions? First condition, the right to renew must be mentioned in the agreement. Okay, it is mentioned in the agreement. Yeah, not oral or something. Okay, mentioned in the agreement. Yes, very clearly. Plus, is it reasonably certain? Correct. First, is it reasonably certain? First question. Is it reasonably certain that it will be renewed? It will be renewed. First E point important. Okay. See, generally when do you say it's certain? I will tell you. See, all these 5 years, 5 lakh rupees is the rentals, and I told. How much they told? 5 lakh rupees per annum rentals. Suppose in case 6th, 7th, 3 lakh only I will charge it. You renew it for this. They are already they promised. You extend the period for another 3 years by paying me every year 3 lakh rupees. That's all. You understood my point? For the first 5 years they charged how much? For the first 5 years how much they charge? 5 lakh. For the next 3 years they charged how much? 3 lakh. See, this is not the only thing. You have to consider many factors. Okay. Next point. See, Nana, just observe carefully. I am the lessee. I have done interior decoration. Okay. My interior decoration, I spent approximately, let us say 10 crore rupees I incurred. It's a big one. It's not a small one. 10 crore rupees I spent. A room, E room, afla, correct. That, this and all. So much of things I have spent. 10 crore rupees I spent. Okay. So now, correct. So now if I shift this office from E building to another building, again I am supposed to spend more than 10 crores now, because after 5 years before it was 10 crore. After 5 years it must have become 15 crores or 20 crores. So God knows. Isn't it? So again I am supposed to spend 20 crores. Is it required? Correct. No, I spent hardly 2 lakh rupees, 3 lakh rupees on interior decoration. Then there is a chance also. So you have to look at the rental amount is one factor. Whatever you spent on interior also you have to look at. Correct. Whatever the legal expenses you are supposed to incur. Suppose, okay, E building agreement cancelled. You will enter into another building. You have to get the another building via broker. Broker ko brokerage fees you should pay. Agree or not? Brokerage fees you have to pay, and you have to enter into agreement. Agreement ko again lawyer fees, professional fees, something. Yeah, big building. It will be registered also, Nana. Big legal things. It will be registered. Yes. Lease agreements also will be registered. Not only sale deeds. Okay, lease deeds also will be registered. All that also will come 5-6 lakh rupees additionally, sir. Ondu. Next, location of this my building. My current location of the building is super. Okay, again getting the other kind of location nearby, it's very difficult. You can suppose if such kind of are considering all these things. What are considering things? Rental amount you are charging, interior decorations what you have spent, the location, importance of the location to the company. Considering all these things, is it certain that are you going to be there for 8 years, or are you going to be there for 5 years? If you say, sir, he is offering me very cheaper. Yeah, if I go to another building, I have to spend again now immediately. Now I will say, now if you say it is reasonably certain, then you take it 8 years. Lease period is equal to 8 years. If you say no, he is asking like 6 lakh, 7 lakh I should pay. I can get a good building only. New buildings will be available, number of buildings. If you are telling like that, then please don't take. Okay, hope you understood. Lease period generally that non-cancelable period of 5 years plus renewable period also can come in, but subject to conditions. It must be mentioned in the agreement very clearly, as well as, okay, what is the next point? They said it should be reasonably certain that lessee is going to exercise this renewable period option also. Artha aita adu. Okay, so lease period, I hope you understood. If you want to write, yes, I hope you must be writing along with me right now. Right, chalo. Okay sir, done. Sorry, accounting, how do you do sir accounting? Right, lease accounting now we are entering. Okay, but lease accounting, yes, we are not actually directly entering into debit credit or something. Again, I told you, it takes a lot of time to enter into debit credit and all, because so much of fundamental, so much of things are relevant here. Right, have a lot of patience. Sorry, lease accounting, in case of lease accounting, what do I say? It is based on classification of lease. Based on classification. How to account it? If you say, it is based on classification of lease. It is based on classification. Okay. That means lease is classified into, okay, how do you classify? It is, again, classification is based on risks and rewards. Risks and rewards of asset. Okay, right. Yeah, based on risks and rewards of asset. And the answer, where are the risks and rewards? Who has risks and rewards? First, we'll ask, who has risks and rewards? Okay, first for this, if you say, sir, lessor has risks and rewards, if you say risks and rewards, what is risks and reward? I will tell you, don't worry. Okay, na? Okay, who has risks and rewards? Lessor has risks and rewards. The minute you say, then this is classified as operating lease. This is classified as operating lease. Okay, right. If you say it is, what is that? Who has risks and rewards? Then lessee has risks and rewards. If you say, what is that? We say lessee has risks and rewards. Who has risks and rewards, my dear? Lessee has the risks and rewards. The minute you say, correct na? Yeah. Lessee has risks and rewards. If you say, then we classify it as finance lease. Finance lease. Finance lease is the word we use it. It is depending upon the risks and rewards of the asset. Who has risks and rewards? Accordingly, we are going to classify the lease. If risks and rewards are with lessor, it is called as operating lease. If risks and rewards are with lessee, then it is called as finance lease. Okay, na? Sorry, that's okay, correct, sir. You told perfect. Risks and rewards, anta. See, it is very simple to say that risks and rewards. And again, it will be arguable and etc. That problem will come. That's why what they gave, they gave some 5 characteristics or 5 features of finance lease. They gave what they gave? Features. This is not condition. Features. Okay, these are all not conditions. Sometimes students write conditions. No, that is not condition. Okay, features of finance lease. Okay, features of finance lease they gave. Okay, and the answer, if it has any one feature, any one is sufficient. Any one feature, if you have, then we'll decide that the lease is finance lease. Okay, none of the feature it had. Okay, then we'll decide it as operating lease. What is operating lease? Which is not finance lease, that's all. Okay, what is finance lease? Which is not operating lease. No, correct. No, what is finance lease? Yeah, which has at least one characteristics or one feature of the out of 5. Okay, right. It is not, again, E5 also not exhaustive. Another 3 they have given. See, E5 also, it is to decide that risks and rewards related to the ownership of the asset are with lessee. It is to prove, that's all. It is to prove. It is to help to classify. Okay, right. First point, there are 5 points are there. Any one feature, if it has, we'll treat it as finance lease. Finance lease accounting is different. Operating lease accounting is entirely different. Okay, that's why you should be very, very, very careful. Okay, you should be very, very careful. Sorry. Now, first feature. Yeah, you first think thing. I will whatever I say example that you take it. Okay na? I mean amela I will write, that time you also write. Yeah. See, if I say simple example, you feel that whatever I am telling you take, you feel it. What is that feelings are? Now say I am giving you the car to you. Okay, one car I am giving it to you. Okay, on lease basis. Lease is for 3 years. Only 3 years lease agreement. Correct. But at the end of the lease term, that is after 3 years, ownership of the car is transferred to you. What did I say? What did I say, my dear? 3 years you have to pay me the amount. After 3rd year, ownership of the car is transferred to the lessee. This is the agreement between you and me. When is it transferred ownership? At the end of the lease term. Now feel that. You are getting in the car. Now you are sitting into the car. Right. You are in the driver position. Okay, na? Super. Now today only you got the car. Correct. Now one bumper, not hump. Not bumper of the car. Correct. Now one hump you see on the road. Correct. You are driving. Now just correctly you answer me. Right. Feel that. Feel that. There is some hump. A hump is there. Will you take it slowly like that or zik one tara? Very fast you will go. Just answer me first. How do you take it? Pakka slowly you will take. Why you will take slowly? Who is the owner? Legally I may be the owner, but you already started feeling like owner only. Why? It's your car, Guru, now. Correct, na? Why it is your car, sir? You are paying for the car also. It's not just mere rentals amount. Isn't it like hire purchase agreement? Da? Will you take care of the car like a owner, or will you leave the car just like that? You will be like, correct na? Because it is ownership is automatically transferred at the end of the 3rd year. The lessee will behave like a owner. Correct na? Right. Because suppose at the same thing which I taught you in hire purchase also. In the current month you earned very good amount of, suppose assume you are using it for cab purpose. You earned too much money from this. 80,000 rupees rentals means you use full month busy. 80,000 rupees rentals you got it. How much you got? 80. But you have to pay me only 30,000 rupees per month. Yeah, will you give me 30,000 or will you give 80,000? Why will I give? I will give only 30,000. Correct na? Why will I give 80,000? Do you say that also or not? Perfectly correct na? That means return from the car. Who is enjoying? You. Correct. Suppose you kicked something and bumper gone. Okay na? Now who will cry? You or me? Me, lessara, you, lessee. Obviously, lessee you only should cry. If you come and tell, sir, Ravi sir, I kicked something, this bumper gone sir, you have 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees gone sir. Then what Ravi will tell? Yo, papa, you should have driven properly. Ashte I will tell, I will not reduce my 30,000 rupees, or 1 rupee also I will not reduce. That's all. That means risks and rewards with respect to the car lies with whom? With lessee. Yes, that is nothing but hire purchase. That's why when I was teaching hire purchase chapter, I told you, what did I say? Array, hire purchase is nothing but a finance lease as per accounting standard 19. Whatever the accounting you will follow in hire purchase, that is the same. Actually what you follow in 19 is what same. 19 is broader, bigger concept actually. Your hire purchase is a small bit. Okay, it is a small bit actually. Okay, right. I hope you understood what I said. Chalo. So, right. I hope you agreed. Who has the risk and rewards? Lessee has risk and rewards. If lessee has risk and rewards, then obviously, what do we say? Is it a finance lease or operating lease? Finance lease. That's it. Now, what is that? Ownership of asset. Otherwise, ownership is automatically transferred. Ownership is automatically transferred to lessee. At the end of lease period. At the end of the lease period. If you say that automatic transfer, no additional payment. Yeah, we will not be, right, no additional payment, we don't expect, that's it. Whatever you paid for all these 3 years, ade dudde, we don't take extra payment at the end, right? If that feature, that kind of agreement is there, then we will treat that all lease is finance lease. First one. Second feature, suppose think this, this also you feel. First, I am giving you a car, okay, I say 5 years lease agreement, okay, 5 years you have to pay me rentals, correct, and I will give an option to you. What is that? I say option. Name this last minute, if you want to change also you can change. Today I am giving you option. When are you giving option? Today. It's mentioned in the lease agreement. An option, see, today car value has to go to 10 lakh rupees, brand new car. How much is the car value? Brand new car 10 lakh. Sorry. Generally, residual value at Wi-Fi after 5 years, generally means 5 years used car, minimum 3 lakh rupees it can be sold. Means if you used the car for 5 years, if you go out OLX, so many car, correct, car sale, yeah, you go and sell it in the market, open market, people will pay you minimum of 3 lakh rupees they will pay. Okay, correct. Now, lessor is giving an option to lessee. What is the option lessor is giving? Array, if you want, you buy my car only for 1.5 lakh rupees. You pay me 1.5 lakh and purchase it. You getting my point? How much is the offer price? 1.5 lakh. But generally market price is how much? 3 lakh rupees. Will you exercise this option or not? Will you exercise or not? 100% you will exercise. Why you will exercise? Correct, for 3 lakh rupees car worth you are getting for how much? 1.5 lakh. Even if you do not like the car, what you should do? Correct, purchase from me for 1.5, sell it in the market for 3 lakh. Make 1.5 lakh rupees straight away gain. Are you getting my point? So obviously, if the amount whatever is the offer price, but listen, you have to pay me 1.5 lakh rupees at the end of the lease period term, correct, lease term. It is not automatic transfer like first point. You have to pay me. Are you getting my point? Is it a gain to you or not? Yes, it's a good option, gain option. It's reasonably certain that lessee is going to exercise this option. If you say that, then that means today also, today you get into car, again hump there. Now how do you drive? Tell me. Obviously you will drive very slowly, you will drive. Correct, why you drive slowly? Very slowly I'll drive, maintain the car super, correct, after 5 years I'll sell it for not 3 lakh, 4 lakh rupees ko sale karke 2.5 lakh rupees I'll make profit. That will be your plan. Agree or not? So obviously, because if you use it correct, okay, you don't want to sell, if I maintain properly I can use it for more longer time, that's all. So because you're feeling like a owner, yes, you have got the ownership risks and rewards. That's why this is also a finance lease, we call it. Hope you understood, my dear. Okay. Yeah, what is happening? Yes. Now point. What is the second point, Amma? Right. The option. There is an option. There is an option to purchase the asset. Asset means leased asset. Okay, to purchase the asset at the end of lease term. At the end of lease term. Okay, right. Which means otherwise option price is lower than expected fair value, and it is reasonably certain. It is reasonably certain to exercise. Right. Under that circumstance, we say such lease agreement is treated as finance lease only. Okay, right. Here no automatic transfer. You have to pay 1.5 lakh, then only no automatic transfer. Correct? Now you have to pay 1.5 lakh. If you don't pay 1.5 lakh, no, you will not get the ownership of the asset. No automatic transfer, like first point. That's the first point. Second point, third point. Listen to my third point also. Very carefully you listen. Okay, na? Right. See, 1 second. 1 second. Give me 1 minute. Right. Now listen carefully. See whether you say okay or how do you drive the car. Okay. Agreement is agreement. Car. Okay. Say example. Car life is 10 years and the assumption totally. Okay. Car life depends on usage basically. If you use rough and tough 10 years also it will not come. If you use like a cab driver daily 800 kilometers, 500 kilometers, it will not work. If you use for some number of kilometers only for professional home purpose, then you can use it for 15 years also. There won't be an issue. Depends of usage, purpose, many things. Car life is 10 years. Okay, lease term is equal to 8 years. Okay, alright. Do you have an option to buy? No option to buy. In the agreement mein option kuch nahi hai. Means like 1.5 lakh rupees offer kuch nahi diya. Okay, you have to take this after, correct na? And is there any automatic transfer? No automatic transfer. Okay, no automatic transfer. That means what? After 8 years you have to come and give the car to me back. Return car at Y8 at the end of the 8th year, because after the lease term give me the car and go home. That's all. What I will do with that, that's my problem, not your problem. Okay na? Right, this is the situation. Now try to understand, my dear friend. Okay na? Right, now tell me, now first day car you got, you signed the agreement, you took the car. Okay, super. Now you are sitting in the driver's seat now. Tell me, how do you feel? Right, okay, there is again as usual hump is there. Now slower zika. Think. What is your answer? Some of you must be telling what? Pakka they'll say will go very fast, sir. Right. No, you cannot go very fast. You will go slow only. Why? Remember, first thing what you should remember, 8 years cancelable or non-cancelable? Non-cancelable. That means first year hump, jump if you do, what will happen? What will happen? You have to die with the car for 8 years, gota. Then okay, suppose first day only you went and hit. Cancelable agreement. No, cannot cancelable. Car gone sir, smashed sir. Okay, very good. First you pay me rentals for all 8 years. I will ask. In position. No. Correct. Next, one thing. Who is the owner of the car? Legally I am. But actually you are. How sir? How I am owner sir? You can ask me. What is the car life? 10 years. 8 years the car is with you. 80% of the economic benefits of the car are coming to you. Last 2 years what I will get benefits? Hardly anything. That is not even 20%, correctly speaking. Correct. 8 years used car ko whom do I sell and what do I get? Chiller I will get. You understood my point? So my dear friend, okay, right, it is actually risk and rewards are lies with the, you will drive like a owner guru, okay, not like a driver. Sorry, artha? Right. So right, so tell me what? Lease period is significant. Lease period is 1 second. Yeah, lease period is significant part of economic life of asset. Economic life is full life, complete life. Complete life is equal to 10 years. Correct. Now this is what 10 years. Lease period is 8 years. Right. Sir, significant and the used. Significant and the what is significant, sir? See, what is significant, they did not tell obviously. It's a professional judgment basically. What is it? Professional judgment. It is a professional judgment. Okay, right. Generally I am telling you, not that standard has given. Above 75% can be considered. Above 75% can be considered as significant. This is my judgment. Anybody? Correct na? Right. No, 80% I want to consider. Consider. That is your judgment. Okay. No argument on that. It's my judgment. Fine. So above 75% can be considered. It's a professional judgment. It is not given by the standard. Very clear, straight, simple. Okay. Chalo. Next, the fourth one. Okay. Next, fourth one. Fourth one is what I say. It is a specialized nature of specialized nature. Specialized nature of asset. Specialized nature of asset. Okay, which can be used by lessee with minor modification. Anta means what? Others cannot use it with minor modification. Others have to do major modifications. Now listen carefully. It is a specialized nature of asset. Just think of it. Okay, right. What do I say? Okay, yeah. See, you wanted some equipment. What did I say? You wanted some equipment. Your company requires some equipment. One operation theater may one something you need. Hospital, it could be anything. It can be some plant and machine, one equipment. Okay, it is not general, it is customized. And the customized. Listen. Now you are lesser. Generally you are lessee. Now you are shifting. You are lesser, non-lessee. Okay. You are ready to give me equipment. Okay. Is it like car which is available? Correct number of cars are available. It is customized equipment. Customized as per my need, my specifications, you are supposed to order the asset. Even the manufacturer also will make it only for based on order. He will make it. It is not generally available in the market. Okay, it is a customized asset. Okay, now I will tell, Arey Mr. X, you are Mr. X. Okay, right? What do I say? Mr. X, you get me this. Sorry sir, I will get you. How much does it cost? It cost you 10 crore rupees. No problem. Correct. Now, what is the life of this asset? Life of this asset is equal to 10 years it will work. Now, if I don't tell you, suppose example, just example, think. Okay, suppose if I tell, okay, sir, I will take your asset, you bring me the asset, sir. I am asking you. Okay, so you bring me the asset, I will take it for 1 year, yeah. Afterwards, I will give it to you. Will you bring first you will not purchase only. Why you will not buy? That's a customized asset, man. That should be used only by me. Nobody else in the market will take it on lease. For 9 years, what do you do with that? Do you do Ayuda Puja daily? So you can't do. That's a waste of money, na? If that is the agreement, na, why do you enter first of all? You will not enter only. Got my point? Now, before entering into agreement, what do you ask? What do you expect? See Ravi sir, I am spending 10 crore rupees, sir. Correct na? For this. Yeah, how long you use, I don't know. Correct na? I should earn how much? Minimum 10% rupees or 12% rupees. I should make some money on it. Correct na? Right. And you should, how long is the life? 10 years is there. Full life you should be taking. Otherwise, what should I do with it? Under that circumstance, then you will bring asset for me. Otherwise, will you bring asset? No. Whether when it is a specialized nature of asset, customized asset, you need not think about it first. It is pakka finance lease. Why you say, how you say? If it is not finance lease, no. Correct. If it is not finance lease, If you say for 1 year, 2 years के लिए, nobody will purchase such kind of asset and give it to me on lease. Correct na? That is common sense. If it is specialized in nature of asset, that is customized in nature of asset, it is always finance lease. What is it? Finance lease. Suppose innondu Government of India Railway Department is asking, Ravi, you make railway coaches for me and give it to railway I am the company who is making railway coaches. Okay, we'll give the railway coaches to Government of India for rental purpose, lease purpose we'll give it. Correct. Now railway coach for rental purpose. Assume yes, my company does the railway coaches only. We set up one factory to do that job, we do it. Suppose agreement my Government of India says, Ravi, will take 1 year only your coach, Ravi. After 1 year we will only manufacture on our own. Then what do I tell? Get lost, I will tell first. Why will I tell get lost? Correct. After 1 year, what should I do with that coaches? Correct. Shall I put now railway track on my own? Can I run my own train? Not possible, no. Then what should I do with it? When it is specialized nature of asset, obviously when do I give it to them? At least, let's say coach life is equal to 10 years. I will tell Government of India, I will make coach for you, no problem. We have got the equipment, technology, everything we have got. We'll make one very good coach for you. But subject to what condition? 10 years is the life of the coach. 10 years if you take it on lease, tell me. We'll enter into agreement. Illa anta get lost. Ashte. Simple option. Got my point? That is the one. Okay, specialized nature means customized item which can be used only by the lessee with minor modifications or without modifications. Okay, but that means other person have to use major modifications. Then under that circumstance it is automatically treated as finance lease. We don't need to look at the terms and conditions. By looking at the nature of the asset, we can close it. We can classify it as, what is that you can classify? Right, finance lease. Fifth one. Right, fifth one, this is the very important one. At the inception date or on the date of inception, on the date of inception. Okay, what is date of inception? We will talk about it. Present value of PV means present value of minimum lease payments. Present value of minimum lease payments. Present value of minimum lease payments are substantially equal to, what is the word they used? Substantially equal to. Substantially equal to, almost very nearer by fair value of the asset. Fair value of the asset. Fair value of the asset. This test is supposed to be done. What is it? We'll look at one word by word. If you have not written, write it now. On the date of inception, present value of minimum lease payments. In minimum lease payments, now onwards I will use the short form of MLP and the word will use it. Minimum lease payments. Okay. Right. Are substantially, okay, are substantially equal to or almost same. Which two are same? Present value of minimum lease payments or present value of MLPs are substantially equal to fair value of the asset. Okay. Here Nana, you need to understand some 2-3 words. Right. First one, what is date of inception? The word you should understand. Sorry. Next, when you say present value means what is the discounting factor? Correct na? That is second point you should understand. What do you mean by MLP? MLP includes what? MLP excludes what? That also you need to understand. These 3 things. Fair value is market value. Nana. This is nothing much. Okay. Substantially equal to. Substantially equal to. What do you mean by substantially equal to? Again, this is also professional judgment. What is this? Professional judgment. It is professional judgment. Got it? Right. This is also a professional judgment. So when this is a professional judgment, generally, but it's my professional judgment. Okay. And above 90% or above or equal to 90%. Okay. No problem. Above or equal to 90%. Yeah. We'll treat as substantial. We'll treat as substantial. Above 90 or equal to 90. it's up to me na. Okay na, right. Yeah, somebody says no, 95% above, somebody says okay, let them say, that's their judgment, we don't disturb them, no argument on that. Okay, right. Equal to or above 90%, will treat them as, will treat it as substantial, okay na, right. Sorry, now let's get into, let us start learning. First, I told you to copy when it is going on. Only some places I will tell, that time you listen, then I will tell, that time I will very clearly, I will tell when I will ask you to pause it and I will ask you to copy it. Sorry. First, right, we have to, I told you, we have to look at what is date of inception, what is the minimum lease payment, what is the present value, and etc. we are supposed to learn. Okay, right, very good.